It's way too big.
That's what she said.
And I have this problem many times. So I have no idea if you can hear me, but what is up, guys? Today we are doing an oil change on the 2006 Infiniti with 194,000 something miles on it. But before we jump into this video, I just want to say this is the first time changing the oil in this car in who knows how long. Now, the brake fluid when we did the brakes was good. Well, I say we did the brakes, but if you saw that video, you know what I mean. But I don't know how the oil is in this car. I'm assuming it's okay and just needs a change, but we will see, because it's been probably at least a year since it was changed. Let's go ahead and jump into the video, but before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check the notification bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. But for now, let's change the oil in this 2006 near 200,000 mile Infiniti. Nick is supposed to be over here with me. I have no idea where he went. Oh, here he comes.
That's what she said.
Your boy busted his ass. Ow. Stepped out of the building and it was, the deck was slippery and I just kept sliding and then fell. What'd you get? Another jack, but most importantly, jack stands. That'll be helpful. Yes.
So now it just crushes my arm if I lay like this instead of my entire body. So we found somewhat of a leak. I'm gonna go get some paper towels and just kind of try to clean up what I can and see if then I can maybe, if it's just actively leaking, which it kind of looks like it is. It's very new oil. So here's the oil filter. And then we've got this. Little booger. Since we're using an iPhone camera, everything is like really zoomed in. But we've got some oil up back there. But as far as up above the engine, we got some blown over here as well. Doesn't look like anything's dripping down necessarily, because I mean everything up there is just perfectly clean. Now I'm using the iPhone just to look where I can't look. But Nissan does a really good job at rust protecting their cars, because I mean this thing is like painted, all the undercarriage is painted with black paint and you know, rust coated and everything. Some of it started to chip, and that, you know, you get starting to see a little rust there, but you could go in and fix that if you wanted to and prevent that from rusting. So it's pretty good for a 11-year-old car as far as rust goes. Off of the bolts. The bolts are fucked. We learned that in the last episode. Check out the eye to check that out. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this up and then we'll go from there.
So as Nick just said, there is some type of oil leak on a hose. I'll put that clip in that Nick recorded. I think it's the hose. I'm not entirely sure what it is. If you know, please tell us. That way we can fix it. But nevertheless, there goes Nick, dirty as hell. We are about to do the oil change. We were just jacking the car up and taking a look underneath to make sure that everything is okay, and there's an oil leak, which actually didn't look like too bad of a leak. I mean, there wasn't oil spewed everywhere, but it is gonna be something that needs to be fixed, and pretty soon, because there was quite a bit of oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the hood. That way we can go ahead and get to work on changing the oil. Getting the car jacked up was once again an issue, but we have jack stands underneath it this time, which is gonna help tremendously. Look, this video is not out yet, so you don't know too much about this, but the interior of this car is coming along nicely. We've been working on it for days now. It's disgusting. But the interior is coming along nicely. We still need to do the leather. We need to do the back of the car. We've not touched that, and we need to do the leather on the seats. But overall, it's come a long way. As you can see, there's nothing in the floorboards anymore. We started working on kind of restoring this leather. Not necessarily restoring it in the sense of we're going to replace all that, but in the sense of cleaning it. So as you can see, there is where we started, and that's what it looked like before. So it's actually come a really long way from where it was. And then we've cleaned all of this, but there's just a quick preview of that. I don't want to show you too much of that right now because I want that to be saved for that video, but as you can see, this car is going to be actually pretty clean when it's all said and done with, which I'm really excited for. Because that alone could help us if we decide to sell it and just move on to something else pretty quickly. That would help us a ton. So I'm actually really excited about that. I don't feel gross being in the car anymore, which is nice because that was disgusting. I have an entire cleaning video coming soon where we do the outside, we wax the outside, clay bar, and then we do the interior, but the interior is not done yet, and we still have to wash the car again because it started raining. I suppose though I can go ahead and open the hood because we're here. And I just realized I can't do this with one hand on this car, but there you go. There's the shot of opening the hood. Recently, someone asked about the brake fluid. It's a little low. I mean, it's below the max line, but it is right there. But it's actually, it seems to be pretty clean. I don't think it's black. I was surprised by that.
I'm pretty sure the blinker fluid is low though.
Looks like it. Look at how hazy that is. The fluid's not cleaning it out. Jesus, guys.
That doesn't make sense.
How's it going?
Die. It's going good. Cleaning up oil. I don't know if you can see that, probably can't. But, where'd my paper towels go? For those of you who work in like an air-conditioned garage, I am jealous.
What, of your 2 hours a day you have to spend outside?
Got him!
The camera is now down at the bottom of the car with Nick, so we can get the shot of the oil shooting out, but just thought I'd update you. Nick is underneath the car and completely covered in mud and dirt and gravel. And I am waiting up here so that when the oil starts draining, I can twist that cap off and the oil can drain quicker. And then we can move on with replacing the filter and then adding the oil to the engine. Obviously in between priming the filter and whatnot, but that's where we are. Waiting for the oil, or waiting for the bolt to come loose to drain the oil.
There we go.
Ooh, now I'm gonna do it.
It's almost so like clear flowing, like not clear, but like so consistent flowing. It's just freaky.
Because I got high, because I got high.
So while Nick is still underneath the car waiting for the oil to drain, I just thought I would tell you guys that I found some more oil spots on the top, or not the top, on the upper side of the engine. You know, Nick was showing you down on the lower side. I found some on near the top. Almost as if oil has dripped down onto this part and then from there dripped on down to that part Nick showed you. So.
It sounds like it's taking a piss, if I'm honest.
Under the sea, it's under the sea, under the infinity. I just want to take a moment, Nick, to look at your shirt. Fair enough. Anyway, so we can't get the filter off. So we're going to go to AutoZone to get something to pull it off with, and then come back here, put the new filter on, primed and everything, put the oil in, and then we're done. Hey Nick.
Yeah.
When we go to the AutoZone, the Facebook, are we taking the Infiniti?
Yeah, I think so. I don't see any reason why it couldn't run.
Yeah, I don't either. It's got blinker fluid. I filled that up.
Oh, did you use the right type?
Yep, I did. Well, maybe. It said synthetic. I don't know if that's synthetic.
Oh, no. We got to drain the entire system.
Shit. Alright.
Patrick, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just testing out the funnel to make sure there's no leaks.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no leaks.
Is there not leaks?
No, there's just one big old fold out of the bottom, but that's okay. That's where my voice comes out, so it's okay. It's like a big vape. Oh my god! Alright, so this is called a mod, I think. I don't know. Alright. Oh my god!
Okay, vape in, like blow into that though.
Blow into it?
Yeah, blow into the funnel. Vape and then blow it through the funnel.
I'm lightheaded. You good? You probably shouldn't do that. One of the things I want to point out, I think you can now see why when we were standing in the line at Walmart, Nick had this up to his eye, and I hit the end of it. I think you can now see why I would do that. I really hope this fits. I don't understand. I don't understand tools. Interesting, because you're the biggest tool I've ever met. Oh. So in my infinite wisdom, which knows no bounds, it's way too big.
That's what she said.
And I have this problem many times. My car's too big, my chair is too big, my fucking stomach is too big. But no, that's about it. So we gotta take this back. Nick, I think this is worth mentioning that this is entirely your fault
No, it's not.
for listening to me. I don't know how I can be blamed for this in any way whatsoever, really. You're the one who listened. I know nothing about cars. Nothing. Not a thing. And, you know, honestly, it's just... us fixing cars is just really a tragedy. Like, it's just awful.
I think it's safe to say I will not be doing the straight pipe myself.
Are you gonna pay someone to do it?
Yeah.
Really? I think we could do it. I mean...
Okay, how about this? We can do it, but you have to be the one under the car.
That hardly seems fair. It's not my car.
Well, then I think paying someone to do it is the best option there.
Who can you pay to straight pipe a car?
My plan is to take it over to the high school and have them do it.
There's a fucking mosquito in here, and that's like the story of my life. Ew. I think I got it. You're gonna have the high schoolers straight pipe your car?
I think so.
What? We now are back from Walmart. We got the oil filter thing that removes the oil filter. Which means one day soon we'll be able to finally finish this fucking car. One day.
Who knows when, but one day.
We're just going to try to take the oil filter off. Do you need gloves, Nick?
Yeah, that's probably smart. When you put on gloves, your fingers always go in the wrong holes like mine do.
When I put on gloves, what?
Do your fingers always go in the wrong holes?
That's what she said.
No,
Oh, just me, huh?
just you.
Just me, okay.
I feel like a surgeon.
Oh, what?
A surgeon.
Oh.
At least I got more footage this time. Nick was just asking if I ever do that. Truth is, most of the time, no, I don't. But that time I did.
Let me take this Mopar oil filter off this car.
Oh, Nick, would you say you like working on cars?
Not really.
Why's that?
Because even when you're supposed to have had the right tool, it doesn't seem like it wants to work. My sinuses are draining, and it's quite unpleasant.
Oh, don't slip on me. Come on.
Yes, I got it. I'm glad my $7 tool could be of assistance. This thing was stupid expensive. Is that oil?
Yeah.
Oh. While Nick is doing that, we'll go ahead next to the GTR key. Take out the filter. The new filter. And take the cap off the oil. And put a hole in the oil. So there's the new oil filter. Here is the old one. Alright, so it's now time to prime this. Is that what you call it? Yeah. I need a little bit of oil on my finger. That's what she said. And then just go around the seal. That's creepy. And then dump a little bit in.
A little bit.
That was more than a little bit.
That's fine, just swish it around.
That's what she said.
And then after that, kind of like, you know, yeah, there you go.
It's a lot slower than you'd think. So how are the kids?
They're good.
You have kids?
Yeah. How do you not know that? We've been friends for like years.
As long as they're not with the crazy one.
There's been a few of those, so, you know.
Okay. Alright guys, so the oil change is done. Now we just need to get the car off the jack stands and set it down, and then we're going to take it for a quick test drive as we go to dinner, because I think we're both very hungry. So, oil change is done, and we're gonna drop the car down. I'll update you in the car.
Gently let it down. Gentlier. Okay, well. Okay, let it down gently.
Might want to move your hand out from under it.
Fair. Gently. Exactly like that. That's how gently you want to do that, just so you know. That's how gently.
We did a thing! We did a thing, Nick.
We did! Yes!
Yes!
Two nerds can work on a car.
They can do the simplest thing you can do.
Yes, but we did it correctly, I think.
So anyway, guys, we are on our way back to my house. I'm going home to edit this video. But anyway, we did a thing. we
turned up. Yeah, we did do a thing. Seems to be heated up, and
yeah, we did a thing. I mean, like, I know this is the simplest thing you could do as far as a car, and it still took us 3 trips to the store.
And like 2:30 to 3:30, 3:30 to 4:30, 4:30 to 5:30, 3 hours. But
so I will never complain about waiting for an oil change on the Range Rover again, because that took a really long time to change the oil. But anyway, guys, you know this is an entire learning process, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you made it this far without cringing your head off, subscribe, because there are plenty of more videos like this coming. But we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.